Welcome back to ICTV. I'm Teodora Mitov, and this is Inside Iona News, where you get an insight into top news stories on campus and beyond. This month, the Iona community is celebrating Women's History Month. The school has planned many in-person and virtual events for students to attend. As of this recording, 2 more events are scheduled to take place before the end of the month, including a keynote event featuring Ashley Hayes on March 23rd and a card-making event on March 25th. ICTV's Laura Arroyo took to campus to see what Women's History Month means to Iona students.
Hi, I'm Laura Arroyo, standing inside the La Penta Student Union, where I'm asking students questions on Women's History Month. What does Women's History Month mean to you?
Oh, Women's History Month to me would definitely have to be just like recognition of our hard work and just acknowledging the barrier that there is between genders and trying to break it down.
Well, I feel like throughout history, women have been undermined and as well underappreciated. So, it's great to have, 1 month dedicated, but it should be all the time, in my opinion.
Who's a woman in history that inspires you?
Well, it's not in history, but I guess it could be because it's our founding sisters of Delta Theta Beta. All my sisters, they're really inspiring to me.
Most likely my mom. That's like number 1, and then probably like Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth. I just think that those 3 women embody like woman empowerment.
I'd say Rosa Parks, because all it takes is just one person to really spark a change.
How do you think you can honor Women's History Month in your daily life, and how do you think the education system in Iona could improve upon teaching on women's history?
Well, first in my daily life, just to like amplify Women's History Month, I think just like letting your mom or like whatever women's in your life know that like you care and like you notice their efforts. And then from like an educational standpoint, I feel like colleges or Iona College could put more emphasis on women in like history.
I think that a conversation should definitely be had about like just everyday struggles that women go through that men do not, like gaps in the wage gaps, maternity leaves, little things like that I think should definitely be talked about and actually changed. Conversations are nice, but change is actually what we need.
Even though March is Women's History Month, we should celebrate women every single day. For ICTV, I'm Laura Arroyo.
Thanks, Laura. Moving on to national news, anti-Asian hate crimes have gone up 1,900% since the start of the pandemic. Within the last year, toddlers have been stabbed, individuals have been assaulted, and many people have been killed, all because of their ethnic background. As of this recording, the most recent anti-Asian hate crime occurred on March 16th, when a gunman in Atlanta opened fire in 3 spas. He killed 8 people, 6 of which were of Asian descent. In other national news, the FBI released new video footage showing attacks on police officers at the Capitol riot last month. Their intention is to get the public's help in identifying 10 men who are shown committing violent crimes on these tapes. The FBI have already arrested 2 men this past week, and they have been charged for their roles in the Capitol riot. ICTV's Isabella Gaydos has more on the story.
Hi, I'm Isabella Gaydos. On Monday, March 15th, 2 more men were charged for their roles in the Capitol riot that took place on January 6th of this year. 32-year-old Julian Cater and 39-year-old George Tanios were part of the violent crowd attempting to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. The 2 men were taken into custody on Sunday, March 14th, by federal authorities after being caught on video threatening officers with deadly weapons and an unknown chemical spray. Cater and Tanios are charged with assaulting late Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick and 2 other officers, as well as related charges to the breach of the Capitol building. Since the attack, more than 300 people have been accused with raiding the Capitol, making it one of the biggest investigations in American history. The majority of arrests were made for multiple assaults of police officers, including the death of late Officer Sicknick, who died 1 day after the attack. The cause of death remains anonymous, but Cater and Tanios have not been accused of causing it. As investigations continue, rioters who are charged with Capitol aggression can be punished with up to 20 years behind bars. For now, investigations will continue to take place. For ICTV, I'm Isabella Gaydos.
Thanks, Isabella. This brings us to the end of the episode. Don't forget to check out our entertainment and sports segments. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram and Twitter and like us on Facebook. I'm Teodora Mitov, and this has been Inside Iona News.